I think everyone would love to have a little cabin. And in this case, it was my wife. She wanted a little place with a great view that she could do some crafts, some artwork, and just hang out and enjoy the wildlife and the scenery. So find yourself a comfy spot, and I will show you how I built it. First thing I had to do was get rid of this limb. It was about 40 feet long, overhanging the entire cabin site. Didn't want that falling on it. I used this rototiller to level the building site just a little bit, take down some higher spots, and it also made it a lot easier to dig the post holes. For this build, I thought I'd try a little different method for layout. Basically, I built the box, squared it up, and then pulled string lines, and then pulled the box apart and took it out of the way. It worked. It was simple, but time consuming and extra steps.
No, no.
Probably not the way
no,
I'd go next
Charlie,
time.
Don't steal my stick. Didn't mean it. Wasn't trying to give you that. Really? Oh my gosh. You're erasing my paint lines. Crazy dog.
I'm going to lay this out a little different than normal because I've already got these headers cut. I'm just going to put the header in place where I plan on putting the window, which she wants them close to the end. So it gives the look to where there's, almost no corner.
Since I ordered the lumber from a friend of mine, I figured I'd just have them cut headers to the right width. That way I'd save time and not have to nail boards together. It worked out pretty nice.
Oh, Jared. Oh, yes. You really think you're helpful, don't you?
I've never been a big fan of wearing gloves while I work, but with this rough sawn lumber, freshly cut by the way, there's a lot of sap. You almost need to wear gloves. I'm starting to notice right now that this wall is a little heavier than I want it to be. Luckily, my brother was available to give me a hand.
No. It's not that bad. What kind of walls you been standing? Man, are your slippers? Don't do lumber kicking a wall. Shit, sorry. Don't lean on that. No, these are not for kicking walls, evidently. A little farther. You can take that. Take that. Right there.
Helps if I hit the nail, huh?
Yeah. It's gonna look awesome.
This wall's a lot shorter. I figured I could lift this one by myself. The other bad thing about rough sawn lumber is it's a lot heavier because it's not as dry. But I managed.
Okay, it's heavy.
It sure is cool when you get a couple walls up, start to see the cabin take shape. You can see your windows and get a better idea what your view is going to be like. Just a great feeling. I really enjoyed building this single slope roof. A lot easier, a lot quicker, less steps. Pretty simple. cut this 3¼ inches short of 16. My steel is 16 feet. I have 5/8 inch fascia on each end. So I'll have 5/8 and 5/8, give me 1¼ inch, and then an inch overhang on each end leaves this the right length.
That's better.
Measure 1.5 inches. Pretty good. Here, so the wood stove is going to sit against this wall. It has to be 15 inches off the wall. I'm going to go 16. That would put the chimney at 18 inches off the wall. Probably going to remove this rafter. For an idea of how it's going to look, I'm using this setup right here. It's going to have this cathedral ceiling support hanging down, and what I need to do is frame in a 12 by 12 box. Go here with this rafter, or I could go here. I'm going to put it over here. It'll be easier to frame a box right here. Hanging this last board can be pretty tricky by yourself. That's why I put a temporary stopper board on the end so it butts up to it. Then I just clamp it in place and screw it. Here I'm framing in the box that you mount the chimney support on. The directions call for 12 by 12, and I made it 12 by 12. It was pretty tight. I could almost see going just a hair bigger. I want to keep my nails outside here or here so that when I screw through there's no chance I'm going to hit a nail. So that's what I've got. A frame for that boot to screw into. That way I don't have any screws that miss. Nice, good seal, no leaks. See what I mean? Maybe 12 1/16 would be a good idea. That doesn't look bad. I'll go with it. A little bit of wind.
Do you want to cheat that one just a fuzz?
Yeah, why not? Normally, sheeting a building, I would just throw the sheets up and cut the windows out, but I was trying to be as cheap as I possibly could on this. So I strategically cut all the sheets, and I think I was able to shave off maybe 2-3 sheets. I thought about skipping house wrap, but I had a great plan. I figured if I put this house wrap on, then sided the entire building, left the windows off, I could use a pump sprayer to stain all the siding and not have to cover any of my windows. And it worked out pretty well. Well, we got some snow, so naturally I decided it was the perfect time to put the chimney in. Great timing on my part. Well, committed now. It's like a heat shroud, heat shield, and these tabs. That's what it's going to look like from the end. And my rough steel. Now sit through like that. I marked 6 inches that way, 6 inches that way, here. Line my template up with those marks. Draw a circle, which I'm going to have to put the camera down. I really wanted to show the entire chimney installation process, but of course, like everybody knows, once you start a project, you find that you have to run to town for more parts mid-project, and I ended up installing the rest of the chimney in the dark with a headlamp while it was snowing. It was not a lot of fun, but I got it finished. Tina wanted to have a few outlets in this. I think I put 4 in. This cabin probably won't have its own solar kit. She'll more than likely be running this off the power station, which is alright. It worked just fine. I would have to say my favorite part of the build is doing the tongue and groove. Goes quick, it's easy, and you see so much progress. Just love it. So much character to it too. Beautiful wood. My plan worked pretty good. The Tyvek kept all the stain out of the building, and I didn't have to tape any windows. That could have went better. Soaked, and I got a face full of snow.
Here, you got it?
I think so. I don't know. It needs to come closer towards you. It's not really tight in the corner down here.
A good friend of mine let me borrow this battery-powered nailer. Man, it made this work a lot easier. Tina found these doors on Craigslist a while back. We're going to use them for windows. I'm going to cut them down, but I need to drill a hole and make sure that there's no glass where I plan to run my saw.
No glass.
I'm chilly out here. I don't care.
I don't care either.
Let's put it. Man, that's tight. Hold on, don't push.
She don't like loud noises. It's amazing she likes me.
Ready?
I really wasn't sure about having a dark stained ceiling, but that's what Tina wanted to do, and it really turned out nice. It's a great contrast. Well, it's time for some prep work. I'm using all the leftover and damaged tongue and groove for window casing and trim. So I'm hanging out in the shop, doing a bunch of prep work and definitely enjoying this fire. Here's the stove for the cabin. I'll have a restoration video up on it separately soon.
Oh, here he comes.
Deal with
She's
that.
tired today too. Oh, the golden. Because I kept thinking blue and gold together. It makes them stand up. Out there, huh?
Every time I hit the chop saw, this dog comes running, thinks he's getting a stick.
All right.
A friend of ours gave Tina this old door. She cleaned it up and painted it really nice. Really happy with the way that turned out. I used ash that was left over from my cabin build to do this door frame, and that stuff is so ridiculously hard you have to pre-drill every nail or it'll bend right over.
I should be pre-drilling these. I'm really screwing up by not pre-drilling these. About using wood.
Finally finished. One more cabin in the books. Tina's happy. She's got a nice little hide-a-bed love seat in here so we can sleep out here. It's got one heck of a nice view. The double windows in the corner almost makes it feel like there's no corner at all. Get the wood stove cranking, and it's a nice, cozy little cabin. So thanks again for watching, and I think I'm going to go relax. Enjoy this cabin for a day. See you guys next time.